Okay, so this is a quick explanation about how the chatbot that is developed by PyTorch is working, and I've already uploaded it on my GitHub. So if you go to GitHub and find the project, you can clone it or you can just download it. I will share the link to the chatbot also in the description of this video, so you can just go ahead and download it. So I'll move on and go to my terminal, and I've already have the project obviously. So if you go to terminal and just check what we have here is the list of files that I have here. So I have app.py, which is the entry point to the backend, the Flask backend, and also the front end. And of course we have I have a data set which is, I've tried to clean it up but it takes too long. So I have some sort of data set to train the model as well. And there I have the tokenizer, I have the train, I have my model structure here, and also I have template, which is my front end. So if I want to just quickly demonstrate how the system works, I can just I think I have to start from scratch if you download this project, if you have downloaded this project already. So you can just go to the project folder, and here you can just start creating the virtual environment. So I already have virtual environment, but I just explain it again. You can just type Python 3-m virtual environment and just call your virtual environment name, whatever it is. So in this case, I just call virtual environment. And if you press enter, your virtual environment will be created. And then you can just type source, virtual environment. If you're using Windows, this is going to be different. And I can just show you what that looks like as well. You can just type virtual environment, bin, and activate. So I have already activated my virtual environment. So then I can, after I did that, so I'm talking to you guys. So if you have done that already, you can just pip install -r requirement.txt. So it's going to install all the packages that involved in this project. Yeah, so just ignore that. Anyway, you can depends on the PyTorch. Depends on your CUDA version and also the NVIDIA drivers you have, and if you're using Mac or other machines, you have to figure out how to install the packages on your system. But mostly this works on Linux, but you might need to change some of the versions of the requirements. And you can also have a pip list of packages that I have installed and their version. So usually this part is the issue because we have a different version of CUDA installed probably, so you have to delete this and install PyTorch again on your machine. Yeah, so I would just delete this from the requirement.txt and just reinstall it manually. And you can check that by going to PyTorch website and find out how to install on your machine. Okay, so if you have installed everything correctly and all the packages are installed, you will be able to just run the code by typing Python 3 app.py. Also, you can type flask run. So then it will give you a link to the front end that you can hold control on your keyboard and press click. Okay, so now my server is running, and okay, so this is the front end of my chatbot. As you can see, there are a lot of functionalities and options that I've added here, so you can just learn from this and apply it to your own project. I have actually a large, I would say a large data set, but for the demonstration of how this one works, I just chop it off to become very small. I have a clean dataset function in my code that allows to go through the dataset and fix some issues maybe we have, or remove the characters we don't need. But I have another method to do this, which takes a lot of time, almost 2 days to clean up my data. And I will not have time to do that, and I'm not going to show you how to do it, but I can share the code with you later so you can clean your data better. Like, I'm pretty sure there are some mistakes in the, so it's gonna just go through it and fix the problems. I just observed some issues here, like there are spaces, and there are some, definitely there are some issues in my data set that causes some problems when you train the model. So I will tell you how that works later. I can share with you the file. But if you click on the clean data set, it's gonna just go through the text, start a process to clean it. It does its best, but still there are better methods to do it, but they are more time consuming and of course expensive to run. But again, I'm not making the ChatGPT here, so this is fair enough and it's gonna work. Yeah, this is gonna take some time. Still, my data set is too small, but it still takes time to go through it. So imagine this is about 1,000 line of text. Another huge data set that I have is about 1,200,000. So if it's yeah, it takes a lot of time. This is about 881 lines of text. Another one is 1,200,000. So imagine I had to wait 2 days to clean up the data set. Okay, never mind. So I cleaned the data. Now how do I train my model? As you can see, I have no models in my model management. So I can just create a new model by giving it a name. I can just call it model1.pt. So you can call add the extension here. This is PyTorch extension. How many epochs? For now, I can just go with 2. I can go with 64. I can go to 256. Hidden layer size. And batches. Unfortunately, my GPU is not very powerful, so if I go higher batches, it's gonna crash. But again, I will just go with 16. And you can change the layering rate if you see the result is not very good. You can keep play with that and find a good rate that works well for you. We also have teacher force ratios that we can change. I mean, 1 is the highest in this case. That is more enforcing the teacher forcing here. So I will I added an option, you can play with that. So yeah, I go with 1. Also, I added another option that if you've trained your model already, if you load it, then you can continue adding text to your dataset by coming here and add more to your dataset. Then you can clean it up, and then you can go up and start fine-tuning your dataset and your model. So basically, it's gonna retrain again and add it to your model. Anyways, just to show you quickly how this one works, I picked a name for my new model, and then I just start training. And and here you have live view of what is happening on these charts. And that was pretty quick because I had only 2 epochs, and I use also 16 batches. Yeah, so these are the live view of the simulation that started creating the model. You can use them, depends on your project, and to analyze how the data is being processed. So anyways, I think again, in the middle of the simulation, if you find that this data is promising and the results are very good, you can stop the training, and it's gonna save the model up to that point of training. And now that we are done, if I just refresh the page, I can see that my model is being created and is also loaded. And you see when I load it, it's gonna tell me I have an option to continue training if I want to. I don't expect a perfect chat GPT response from this, but again, you have options to play with these sliders here to, for example, change the temperature to get a more strict or flexible responses. Sorry, this is my UI mistake. This is supposed to be in top of here, which is the max tokens for output of the chatbot. Just a test, we can ask what color is sky. Then I send a message. Of course, I'm not getting the perfect response. I trained it only 2 epochs and a very short time. So, of course, my data set is chopped off. It's not the perfect data set you can find. So I just briefly go through what is inside the code as well to show you. And of course, I have added an option that you can download your model. So then you can pass it to someone else or use it in another project if you want to. Okay, so in the GitHub, you have access to most of the code. This has a lot of room for improvement, so you can also work on this to improve it better. Yeah, I will update you with this, make it a little bit better, and train my model and to see if I can make it to actually work. But as far as I know, with the little training that I had, it responds pretty good sometimes. But again, it needs more training to become perfect.